Hey folks, we've got some new merchandise at the Chords and Notes Nation Printify store. Men's long sleeve Chords and Notes Nation shirt. Every struggle prepares you with the forge and the blacksmith. Beautiful design, simplistic, $32.99. For women, we have the short sleeve Chords and Notes Nation. Every struggle prepares you. Rose design. Each stage of the rose shows a different stage of growth.
Hello, my friends. I am Brian. And you are Chords and Notes Nation. Welcome. Have a seat. You are in my living room. Get yourself something to drink. I have some coffee here. I'm relaxed and I'm ready for some new music for this channel. Wolf Spider, metal band from Poland. Little bit of research into them. They've been around for a while. I saw the female drummer in a recent video that I did, Polish Metal Alliance of Master of Puppets, Metallica's Master of Puppets. And I said, well, who is this? Little research leads me to Wolf Spider. And I don't know. So this album, I believe the album is V or 5, Roman numeral. 7 years ago, it was put up on the Wolf Spider YouTube channel. Not sure when this album actually was put out, but we are going to start with the first track called It's Your Time. Are you ready? That's cool. I like that. Little change there. That was really cool. Beautiful. Machine gun going on. That's good. that was exciting for me. I really appreciated that. What was going through my head, like sonically, what it reminded me of, and this is just my take on it. Okay, is I don't know if you guys have heard of the band Malaya Rage. Their earlier stuff, like the Kill to Survive album, there was a lot of that sound, that 80s thrash kind of, I don't know if that was really thrash, but that 80s metal sound, and that more of that deep gritty singing. But then there were splashes of what I would say, and I didn't listen to a lot of Judas Priest, but I was getting the sense that there was some Judas Priest esque sound in there. So I take those two together and kind of mesh it around, and here you have Wolf Spider, at least in this song. And this is my first exposure to them, by the way. So be gentle with me, okay? I know some people get so ramped up because it's their favorite band, or they know so much about the band, and they start to come down on reactors who are like, man, this is my first time, I don't know, I'm doing the best I can, this is what it, music being subjective, it each person takes it and processes it differently. This was good, this was solid, I enjoyed it. It wasn't, the drumming was really good. I was listening to her drumming, I appreciated that, and I love the fact that there was some variation within the song as far as that machine gun tempo, and the intro was really cool. I listening to it, I'll have to listen to it again, but I think there were two guitars kind of doing two different things there. I'm not going to say it was counterpoint, true counterpoint, but it kind of felt like they were sort of going in opposite directions, but sort of weaving together as well. So very interesting that they didn't finish the song with that, at least. But sometimes bands do that. They come up with this really cool intro, and then they just abandon it for whatever reason. Because I feel like if it's part of the structure of the song, if you can sort of weave it into certain places in the song to give it more sense, you know what I mean? Because oftentimes when you start out a song, you're repeating a phrase or a pair of phrases, because thematically that's what exists in the song. That is what carries the song. And even though you go to changes, you always come back to that. And so sometimes I feel like with intros, some of the better songs have an outro that mirrors the intro, even if it's slightly different. But that was how they chose to do this. So that's fine. The guitar solo, I love the personality of the guitar playing in this entire song, but that guitar solo, you could just feel a personality coming through right away. It wasn't just somebody who was, playing notes because they're in a metal band. There was a certain feel, a certain swagger to it, that was like, it caught my attention. Very cool that way. The rhythm, I mean, it was really rhythmically driven. Loved it. It was tight. The vocals were solid. I'm not going to say, wow, this guy's like the most amazing vocalist ever. But it fit the band, it fit the composition, it fits the song. So, very cool, very solid all around. I enjoyed this, and I probably will start diving a little bit deeper into Wolf Spider. Maybe this album. So, you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to check out my Patreon. That is where I will be dropping all of my early releases. And at some point, then I will be shifting them over to either Rumble or YouTube. But if you are a paid patron, you will be able to see them before anyone else. Description box below. Thank you guys for being here. God bless you. Jesus loves you.